Hi friends, it's Dino. I recently got to play in the PTB for the upcoming Resident Evil chapter, and I wanted to talk about some of the perks that we're going to be getting with the survivors. Now, of course, anything I talk about here can be different once this actually goes into a public release, so if you want to hear about the perks when they come out, be sure to give me a follow on TikTok. I will be talking about them there as well. So, for the PTB though, let me get this running. I was playing with a fun build, but I want to talk about the perks. So with Jill, we get the perks Counterforce, Resurgence, and I think it's called Blast Mine. I get it backwards every time. I don't know if it's Mind Blast or Blast Mine, but those are the three perks. So the first one, Counterforce. To put it very simply, this perk just makes it so you cleanse totems faster. The first one you cleanse 20% faster than normal, and every totem you cleanse, you get a stackable 20% increase as well. This also has the benefit of after you cleanse a totem, you're going to see the aura of the furthest totem away for 4 seconds. However, it is only 4 seconds and it's on the other side of the map, so for locating totems, I don't recommend it. Stick with Detective Hunt or Small Game if you have trouble locating totems, but if you just want that speed, Counterforce is going to be great. I'm a Nancy main. I love running Inner Strength, so I'm looking forward to that one in the game. The next perk of Jill's is Resurgence. This perk makes it so that after you get unhooked or you unhook yourself, you're going to be 50% healed. I did not test this with Deliverance or Second Wind. I'm assuming the broken status effect overrides it. I've also tested it with Borrowed Time, and if somebody unhooks you with Borrowed Time and you take a hit, you do go obviously into Deep Wound, and after Deep Wound you do need to full heal. You lose that 50%. But it is pretty nice. You can see right here, I only had level 1, so I was 40% healed, but the Leons almost had me before Nemesis showed up. So it is pretty nice. I'm fairly certain we'll see a lot of people running that perk once it goes live because it has meta potential, let's be honest. And her last perk, Blast Mine. Okay, I had it right the first time. So let me pause this real quick. Actually, I think I pretty long clip. I'll go ahead and play it. So Blast Mine, as you work on generators, there's a little red timer that goes around the perk, and once it goes all the way around, the perk's active. Blast Mine will remain active until it actually stuns and blinds the killer. So ignore my looping here, but basically when you trap a generator, it glows yellow, and you can see that it's trapped, and your teammates can also see that it's yellow on their side of the map. If you can see behind Leon every time I flick it over, one of the Jills trapped that generator back there. So while it is trapped, I think it's roughly like 40-ish seconds, if the killer goes and tries to damage the generator, it won't get damaged. Instead, they'll get blinded and stunned. And if I had been facing the generator then, I would have also gotten blinded because I was nearby. That said, a play you just saw me do is one that I had a lot of fun doing on the PTB, and it is Blast Mine with Repressed Alliance. And the trick that I've been doing was wait for them to kick it, run in, repress alliance it so they can't kick it a second time to actually start regressing it. So that was very fun. And this is let me pause before I get to this part, but it is kind of, I wouldn't call it an information perk, but it can give you a little bit of information. I noticed if you trap a generator on one part of the map and go somewhere else, you do get the stun and blind point events at the top of your screen when the killer kicks the generator and sets off the trap. So if you happen to be on the other side of the map and suddenly you get those, you should know exactly where the killer is, because your trap just went off because they tried to kick the generator you trapped. So that's cool. Another thing about Jill, a lot of people have been talking about this, but when Nemesis Mori's her, and it's only Jill, it's only Nemesis, he says stars. I don't have audio recorded for this, I'm so sorry. I was very excited to get Mori though, but this is Nemesis's Mori, and yeah, he squishes her and he's just like, stars. That's pretty cool. Let's talk about Leon's perks though. So the first one we have for Leon is Bite the Bullet. This is a pretty neat one. So while you are healing, and it can be while you're healing yourself or you're healing others, you don't make any noise. So normally you're healing and there's that scratching sound that a killer can hear on the other side of a wall, or your grunts of pain. They're not going to hear any of that. Also, sorry, that was really fast. Let me go back here. If you miss a skill check, you won't lose. You pretty much won't lose progress. Usually you lose like, I think like 5-ish% or something, maybe 10%, I don't know. You lose a little bit. This makes it so you only lose 1% progress, which is insane to me. And that's at level 3, but still, only 1%, and you don't make a noise notification either if you miss a skill check. Now, if you're healing someone else and you miss the skill check, they do scream, but if someone's healing you, they make the healing noises, but if they miss a skill check, you don't scream. So it's kind of like a calm spirit in a way. With how that works. So I think it's a really cool concept. I don't know how much we'll actually be seeing it, but as far as somebody making a all silent build, running this with like Iron Will, for example, and or Lucky Break, possibly Quick and Quiet or something. I don't know. You could, I would imagine seeing this in some stealth builds. It's pretty neat. The other perk, everybody's very excited. You had a sneak peek here a second ago. Flashbang. People are stoked for Flashbang and for good reason. So this is the first time that survivors can get an item that they didn't bring into the trial with them without having to find it in the chest. It is just like firecrackers in the way that it works. You drop it in front of the killer or somewhere. It makes a loud noise. It's very bright. It can blind people. And it can be a distraction, or you can stun the killer with it to, if they're carrying a survivor, to free them. So that's all really neat. If you've played with firecrackers, it's the exact same concept. But how you get it is really cool because you don't go find it in a chest. You work on a generator for, I think it said 50% or something. Just like with Counterforce, basically the icon has a little red timer on it, and as you work on a generator, the timer goes around and activates it. So once it's activated, you have to go into a locker empty-handed, and you'll have the option to craft a flash grenade. And you do that, and when you come out of the locker, you now have a new item, and you can throw this down. I did that here, so I think I blinded my teammates, but I did blind the killer and distract him for that last second for them to be able to get the generator finished. So it definitely is very fun. Once you use it, it's gone. You only get one per trial. You also can't leave with it. It is only good in the trial. So be prepared for people dropping flash grenades at the exit gates is all I have to say. Rookie Spirit. I'm actually very excited for Rookie Spirit. And I think for anybody watching this who plays solo queue a lot, you're going to absolutely love Rookie Spirit. One of the strongest things you can do when you are playing with friends as a survivor and you're on comms is if somebody gets chased off of a generator and either the generator has ruin, this is going to be very strong with ruin, just saying. But if somebody gets chased off a gen and there's ruin, or if they get chased off and the killer kicks it before continuing chase with them, your friend can let you know if they got chased off, and then you can go run and help finish their gen before it regresses too much. Rookie Spirit covers that for solo queue. So I think this is going to be big for comms. It's you probably won't see it a lot in Swift, but solo, this is, to me, after playing with it, it's up there with Kindred as far as like a really strong solo queue perk. But basically, you start the trial, you work on a generator, get a couple of skill checks, good or great, doesn't matter. Once you have those, the perk's active for the rest of the trial, and you're good. From that point on, anytime a generator is regressing, so in this case, Nemesis kicked that generator after I left, that generator will be white. And this can apply to, if every generator on the map is regressing, every single one will be white. There's no limit to how many generators it shows are regressing, and it can tell you exactly where you need to go to either stop the regression. And now I already knew, like, I was here, obviously, I knew he kicked it, but if there was one on the other side of the map, which I think I have a clip for next, if there's one on the other side of the map, then I'll know exactly where I need to be to make sure I finish. There it is. So I know that the Shack gen is regressing, and that's going to be where I'm going to go as soon as I'm off this hook, so I can stop it from regressing. So, pretty cool perks that we are getting. I'm most excited again for I'm most excited for Rookie Spirit and Blast Mine. I think those are my two favorites. Counterforce as well. As far as like all the perks go, Flashbang and Blast Mine are a little bit more gimmicky. They're a little bit more there for the memes, but they're very fun. Like, I don't think we're getting any perks in this one that are painful to use or people won't at least enjoy playing with them, which I think is huge. So I am very glad. I think we're getting some decent perks out of this pack, at least for the survivor side. For killer side, I'm going to talk about Nemesis perks in the next video. So that's going to be up on Wednesday, so make sure to give me a follow and click the bell, do all that, you know, that way you don't miss out on it. You get to see the Nemesis. I'll talk about his perks and some of his power as well. And then next week, I'm going to talk about the Raccoon City map and the new bot tutorial matches that they have out. I didn't see a lot of people playing that in the PTB, but it was part of the PTB. We got to play with the new tutorial stuff. So that was really cool. And I definitely want to put some videos on that. Again, all of these perks are only in the test build right now, and they could change very slightly. The concepts should remain the same, but there could be minor changes as far as like the numbers and everything go with it when it comes out onto the live servers. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And again, follow me on TikTok. I'll be talking to them once they go live to discuss how they are when people actually get to use them. So with that, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.